Hello. I just wanted to do a little behind the song section. For the first song, I kind of wanted to start out with Underwater. It's not the first song that I released on my channel or even my SoundCloud, but it is kind of one of the more important songs that I've written, at least for me personally. But the overall concept of the song itself is being underwater and metaphorically, of course, in some ways, of just, I'm drowning, but I promise I don't feel it, you won't see it, and none of that feeling will be noticeable to anybody from the outside world. But I just kind of wanted to like break it down in small ways and like just kind of delve into like the writing itself and why it was written that way. And I want to do this with a couple other songs, but I'm going to start with Underwater. So, starting with the first verse, you left me wandering up a hill, on my own, all alone. I fought with all of my will to survive, to stay alive. That is just plain and simple. You gave me all these obstacles to overcome based on the actions that were taken, and I did everything in my power to not let it kill me. And it just feels like consistently a mountain every day, all the time. Plain and simple, really. And then the chorus, which changes each time, but the first chorus is, and I'm screaming underwater, go on, hit me harder, I won't feel it. Which is, I mean, at this point, I'm screaming underwater, which like that, the image of that alone, like no one can hear you. And screaming underwater is more hurtful to the person screaming underwater anyway, because you're just letting all that water inside your lungs. So you're just like, it's not even going to help to do that. And then at the very least, I'm saying, hit me harder. Like I won't feel it. So it's like, I'm just so numb now. Like they're just so numb. So like even screaming at the top of my lungs where you won't hear me, I'm not feeling anything. I'm not going to feel anything. And then you go to the second verse, which is, you spoke of promising love, just leave, you just deceived, on the ground looking up above, someone please undo my beliefs. This is specifically talking about like all of the limiting beliefs that you form based on your previous experiences. And so much of our limiting beliefs are something that, I mean, belief is just a thought over and over and over again until you believe it. And you have to really work through, all of those previous thoughts that are now formed beliefs to undo them. And the promising love mostly of just like, in general, the concept of love being twisted and distorted by previous people. And for us personally, was just something that got skewed before 9 years old. And when you have love skewed for you at that young of an age, it is a concrete belief. And you sort of seek love like that until you decide to stop seeking love like that. So it's just like that feeling of laying back and just staring up at the sky like, God damn. Like this is something I have to fight against. It's just another battle, another mountain to climb. And so then from there we go to the second verse of, breathing in all the salt water, go on, make it hotter, I swear I never feel it. Which is just more of like, now we're not screaming underwater, we're breathing in all the salt water. So not only are we underwater, but now what we're breathing in, it's salt water, so it's dehydrating. It's more of the concept of, it's not good for you, it's not feeling good, everything about this is awful. But you know what? Just increase the temperature, because I swear I can't feel it. I'll never feel it. I won't feel it. Of just like, you're so numb now, it just doesn't even, it's not even gonna be something to be felt. Just doubles down on that. And then you go to the bridge, which changes. Our SoundCloud is slightly different word-wise than the video, but I always do raw takes over anything, and I go with what comes out sometimes, and that's just an artistic choice. But the bridge is inside, in the inside of my mind. It's there you reside, taken up residence. Oh, you don't hesitate, always there, always full of hate. Wish you weren't, but I miss you anyway. Just leave me in my buried grave. Which is, you're not even around, but you're just in here saying all the things I've heard you say. And it's just like, you're just stuck with that hate. And also like that specific line of, I miss you anyway. It's so important because I feel like a lot of the times what isn't talked about is that love of the not good. I mean, your brain craves familiar, but sometimes familiar is not safe. It's not healthy. It's not actually good for you. And so when you try to unwrite these limiting beliefs and you try to conquer this mountain, a lot of that mountain is, I don't want this anymore. And you can not run away from that type of love unless you decide, I don't want this anymore. It's not something you will find yourself not having unless you accept the fact that you did like it. Not in that way. In the way of that comfort, that familiarity. Like, you don't like being abused. You didn't like having this skewed concept of love. But there is a sense of comfort in the familiar. And so much of healing is accepting that you appreciated the comfort of the familiar. You don't hold shame over what you had to deal with and what you sought out after you didn't have to deal with it. Because so often we don't ever talk about the fact that like people keep going back through the same cycles. And it's like, sometimes people just miss that. And you have to acknowledge that you miss that familiarity and that comfort of something that you always knew. And then accept better. I'm going to do this thing that's safer for me, that doesn't feel like I'm used to, just because it's better for me. And I'm going to deal with the discomfort of something new, even though the discomfort is better for you. It's just a mountain. It's just another mountain to climb. And then the leave me in my buried grave, it's like if you had just done what you did and that was it, that would be so much better than doing what you did and then consistently having a place in my head. Consistently always still there. And it's like leaving a toxic parent and then you're 20 years down the road, you still hear the things they say and you're like, oh my God. It would have just been better if you did what you did and then left me. It just doesn't work like that because your brain will always have it. These are the things that formed your brain. And so much of healing is rewriting those and acknowledging it. And so the bridge for me for this song is the most important. It's like, you're not even real. You're just in my head. And and you live there. And in a sense, I'm letting you live there because I'm still hearing you, but I'm not letting you live there because I don't want you there. And so there's that battle. And so you go back through the chorus, the first chorus of I'm screaming underwater, go on, hit me harder, I won't feel it. Because at this point, it's been years and years and years of hearing you, of you residing in my head, of me craving that familiarity that is not safe for me. And then the last one, the end of it, which is underneath the salt water. It couldn't even get any hotter, and I still can't feel it. I mean, there's no happy ending at the end of this song. Like, it's still just, I'm in it. I'm in it. It can't get worse because it is as hot as it'll go, as disgusting as the water can get, and I still can't feel anything. But I really love this song, and I love the concept of this song of just like acknowledging that, like, okay, I'm here. It sucks. And the bravery, that's not a fucking word. I know what word I'm trying to get, but it's not coming in my head. It just feels like that, like, tough facade of just like, yeah, but it's not, you know, I'm just struggling, and I'm struggling and I'm numb, And that's the whole concept of the song. But it comes off with this tough, like, you try, do your worst. And it's like, but you are affected. But you are affected. It's just that screen, like that, I'm fine. So this might look fine, but inside it's like, no, I am deeply affected. Deeply affected. So that's Underwater. And yeah, I'm probably going to do other songs, but start off with that one first. Thanks for watching.